mentioned Woody Jackie Emerson. Check it out, because let's get down to it. Right now, I spoke with someone in Meek Mill Is camp, and if you guys don't know, he's actually facing a probation violation. Now, he's going through a whole hearing. It's like a mini trial. Now, I spoke to someone within his camp. I won't tell you who, but it's someone definitely official, somebody who's on his payroll. So you guys, and I'm going to pretty much kind of regurgitate what they told me to give his side of the story, right? Or I won't say his side because that will be presented in court, but at least what they're interpreting what's going on, right? And you guys could call bullshit, or you could be like, damn, they're out to get Meek Mill. Okay, I just want to be at least as fair as I could be, because a couple days ago, right, and I got to be fair, I got to be also very honest and open. A couple days ago, stories were printed. It came from TMZ, Hip Hop DX, I believe Hip Hop, Hot New Hip Hop, I believe, and it said Meek Mill submitted water as pay. And I was like, damn, what a dumb motherfucker. How the hell are you a career criminal and you are going up in motherfucking probation and you're submitting water as pay? Right? Like, you gotta be a dumb motherfucker to do that, right? But it didn't make too much sense, though. I was thinking about, I'm not a career criminal, but I've done a piss test for a job, right? I wasn't bringing in no motherfucking Poland Spring water in my pocket that I could just pour it out into a piss cup. And then, of course, if I knew I gave it to somebody, they would clearly say, nigga, are you out of your fucking mind? So how the hell did Meek Mill, someone who's done this probably like 1,000 times, month after month, get caught lacking like this? Now, in the story, it also said, man, Meek Mill was lifting weights. And I'm like, Shraggy? He's a bodybuilder? That's what they said. I'm like, how the fuck is Meek Mill a bodybuilder? Listen, what is he bodybuilding over? Right? Like, what the fuck? Does he need to drink protein shakes to lift up like Nicki Minaj's silicone ass? It doesn't make sense. But we're getting to find out more, and we're getting to find out more not only from the reporters that were in court, but also Meek Mill's camp that reached out to me. They were in court as well. And they're saying, here's the situation, okay? They're saying it's not about the AMAs. He could go to the AMAs. He was approved. This is cool, right? Now, the problem is there was a pee sample that was fugazi, fake as a motherfucker, right? Now, they're saying, whose fault is it, right? Why was it fake, right? Pretty much there was something to do with, like, it was so fake, it was really like water, right? But if you think about, and if you guys, because I know I got a bunch of career criminals following me, right? If you guys actually have done a pee test before, you know, there's usually a urinologist or a lab technician who monitors you doing it, right? A lot of times, and when I did it last time, you go in a room, they cut the water in that room, so you can't pour it out in a motherfucking cup. The only water in that room is actually water that's a different color in the fucking toilet. So how the fuck are you gonna get water that even resembles pee or even resembles something clear if you didn't bring it with you, right? Now, apparently, Meek Mill went in, right? Meek Mill gave the pee sample. And now, after the pee sample was sent off, people are saying it's water, right? The probation officer got it back. They're like, whoa, this shit water, Meek. The fuck is you doing, dog? Listen, you about to get check into prison? Like, what's up? So apparently, and this is the first fuck up, the probation officer tossed the pee sample, right? Whether it was pee or water, they're claiming it's water, they tossed it, so they don't have the fucking sample in their possession. So we're talking about a hypothetical sample that nobody has. Secondly, the lab tech. The lab tech actually was summoned onto the stands. The lab tech was actually either spitting DuckTales or just fucking confused because he or she was actually ripped to pieces by the lawyers because it didn't make sense. They were questioning him or her like, yo, how could he get water in there if you were doing your job correctly, right? Now, basically, the lab tech was basically trying to say they were doing their job correctly and then trying to say in the same sentence that Meek Mill fucked up. Didn't make sense. It has to be one or the other, right? Now, they kind of exposed lab tech to be lying. Now, and this is my commentary, right? There is a possibility. Maybe the lab tech was, quote unquote, in on it with Meek and now is probably switching up his or her side just to make it seem more plausible or to try to save their job. And who knows, this could be something that the lab tech could go to jail over. If you're fucking with people on probation, trying to get them to pass tests when they shouldn't, it's a possibility that you could go to jail over that shit, okay? So maybe the lab tech is doing that, but we don't know. But from what we are hearing, there is a suspect pee sample. Meek Mill says, hey, I came in, I did what I had to do, Everything was good until they sent it off. I didn't do anything, right? If there's something wrong, we have to look at the other people. We don't have the original sample. Not only do we have the original sample, because who knows? It could be a bad test. Who knows, right? We don't have the actual samples, right? And I'm guessing it might be multiple samples, probably one or two. Who knows? They don't have the original samples, and the lab tech is found to be stumbling and bumbling and kind of back and forth and seems to be lying about what exactly happened. Now, this could work in the favor of Meek Mill, right? It could work where, be like, yo, Meek, listen, we can't prove it that you really, whether or not he was actually taking drugs. I mean, listen, I actually feel like, yo, Meek, some of the rants he actually did might be drug influence. I've been saying that for a while. I've told you guys, I'm like, this thing might be some drugs, man. He rants late at night. In the morning, he's cool. Rants late at night, goes off like he's higher drunk. In the morning, he's cool, right? But whether or not that can be proven, that's irrelevant. We're talking about the sample. It looks like this lab tech probably mightily fucked up, and I think Meek Mill might get off. Who knows, though? Because there's the other element about this quote-unquote bias against Meek Mill. Meek Mill dissed the prosecutor and the judge on records, tweets, and people have said that they keep up with that shit to the point that they're out to get him. Who knows? That could be true. We will find out next Thursday when court reconvenes. Okay, get a comment box. Make sure you guys like, definitely subscribe. It's your boy, the Akademiks, man. I'm out.